Hello, everyone, and welcome. We'll call the meeting of the Madison City Commission to order for the meeting of April 8th, 2013. Jen, would you please call the roll?
Commissioner Delzer?
Here.
Commissioner Erickson?
Here.
Commissioner Waldner? Absent. Commissioner Abraham?
Here.
Mayor Hexum?
Here. You have the minutes of the April 1st meeting as a part of your record. Are there any changes or corrections to the minutes of the last meeting?
I would make a motion to approve the minutes as presented. Second.
Motion is made and seconded to approve the minutes as prepared for the April 1st meeting. Any questions or speaking? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion is carried. You have the agenda for this meeting before you. Are there any changes to the agenda?
Mayor, I'd like to ask that item 3 under new business be removed.
Request to remove new business item number 3. That would be the agreement funding a transportation planning study, South Dakota DOT.
I'll move the approval of the agenda as amended.
Second.
Motion is made and seconded that we approve the agenda as amended, removing new business item number 3 from tonight's meeting. Any questions or speaking? Hearing none. All in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion is carried. We have no items listed under appearances, acknowledgments, and correspondence. Under old business, we have one item, that being the second reading of ordinance number 1542, security lights. This ordinance provides policies and procedures for the installation of security lights by our city electric department. Is there anyone that has any further comment? I have had no comment on this item myself.
Make a motion to approve second reading of ordinance 1542 for security lights.
Second.
Motion is made and seconded that we approve the second reading of ordinance number 1542, security lights. Any questions or speaking on that motion? Hearing none. All in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion is carried. We have several items under new business. New business number 1 will be bid number 810. Set the bid date for the Water Main Improvement Project 2013-2. Chad, do you have any information? This is the water treatment plant.
No, this is, Mayor, this is the water main project from Washington Avenue to Egan Avenue. Yes, Washington to Egan Avenue. It's a water main replacement project.
Okay.
Yep. And on 4th Street southeast.
Okay.
We've coordinated with the utilities and visited with the Public Works Department in a review process, submitted our plans to DENR for review, and we believe everything is ready to go for this project. It's slightly amended. It's a little smaller project than we anticipated in the IIP last year, but we'll pick up that part that we left off this year in subsequent years as funding allows as well.
You said from Washington west to Egan.
Correct.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Chad, does it start on the west side of Washington? I think we did,
Correct.
we did the intersection.
Right, we got through that with that state project to put the new water line under there, and so we're.
So we don't have to do anything with the highway.
Right.
Okay, and the proposed bid date according to the information would be 10 a.m. on April 23rd, 2013, the City Finance Office in Madison.
Does this bid include televising the line, or is that not important with this one?
Yeah, we're gonna add that in there.
Okay.
Okay.
I would make a motion to authorize or set the bid date for bid number 810, the water main improvement project for 2013-2, to be 10 a.m. on the 23rd of April at the finance office.
Second.
Okay, the motion is made and seconded that we set the bid date, bid number 810 for the Water Main Improvement Project 2013-2 for April 23rd, 2013 at 10 a.m. at the City Finance Office. Any questions or speaking? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. Motion is carried. New business number 2, resolution number 2013-5. Approve South Dakota Department of Transportation to hire Austin Engineering Company Incorporated for bridge inspection work. Do you have any further information, Chad? This is our routine bridge inspection that we have to do, what, every,
2 years for some structures, 4 years for other, depending on the amount of fill on the top of the
Okay.
structure. And so we.
how many bridges do we have to inspect? It's probably in there, I didn't.
I believe there's
About.
13. Is it
Okay.
13 that's on the list? Yeah. I don't have that in front of me. I should have had that.
That's okay, Ed.
Yeah.
It doesn't make
And
any
then
difference.
There's a retainer list of consulting engineers who are qualified that the DOT allows us to use for that, and they cover the cost, 80% of the cost for that.
And this, we budgeted this.
I believe that it was included in the budget. It ends up being our share less than $1,000, I think, typically,
Okay.
so,
Well, I wasn't sure how much it was, but it seemed like we talked about
yeah.
having, it's not in the second cent, I noticed.
No, it
It's
would
not-
be
not
out,
enough,
it'd
not
be out
enough.
of the general fund.
Yeah,
I-
okay.
And they can do this work anytime during the year, is that right? Or,
They'll want to do it, it can be done any time of the year. They want to be done in 2013, so it takes some time to come out and do the inspections and then write the reports and then submit them in the DOT. I would imagine it would be
okay.
in the spring after, any
Mhm.
higher flows are passed, from any rain events.
Have we had this company before?
Yes, last time we used Austin Engineering, we had used, they're out of Hoffman Engineering out of Veblen and Aberdeen for probably 15 or 20 years. And then they got out of this business, and Austin is out of Watertown. They also do the county structures, and so I think we get a little bit of economy of scale
Okay.
there as well.
Mr. Mayor, I'll move the approval of resolution number 2013-5, approving the South Dakota DOT to hire Onson Engineering Company for the bridge inspection work.
Second.
Motion is made and seconded that we approve resolution number 2013-5, approving South Dakota Department of Transportation to hire Austin Engineering for bridge inspection work for the city of Madison. Any questions or speaking? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion is carried. Moving to new business number 4, agreement. License for electric line supply across or along railway property, Burlington Northern Santa Fe Railway Company. That information is provided for you. Dennis is here. Pretty routine piece of work going across the railroad there at,
We did have one issue on their interduct that's going under there, but we should be able to straighten that out. We're checking it now.
and let's see, this is on South Egan Avenue, right?
No, it's, out by.
Highland.
Where Dakota Vinyl is.
Okay, I'm sorry, Highland, okay. On the west edge of Madison, okay? That's part of our electric improvement project too, for the year.
That's where we're coming from, taking off that line we put in for them, for Dakota Vinyl.
Mhm. And it appears that the cost of the license is $3,000? Did I read that right?
Yep.
Help
David.
Warren Buffett's retirement. program.
Exactly.
David Jenks has also reviewed this. He had also recommended that in provision 15.4, that we also, there's a checkbox in that section. He had recommended that we participate in the licensor's blanket policy, and that would be for railroad protective liability insurance. So that'll be another $460. So the cost for this, in addition to the $600 that we've already submitted just to apply, is gonna be about $3,500.
They credit the 600 against the 3,000,
No.
so it'd be more like,
3,000
excuse me.
is for like a 25-year lease.
25. That's
Excuse
how,
Oh, we got a crossing on Egan.
Pardon me.
$150 a year or something.
yeah.
This one, they just maybe lump
Quite
sum
all
for 25 years.
Think we're gonna need electricity that for that long?
They'll probably forget about it by then anyway.
I don't know if they keep track of them. It's not, as you could see from the agreement, dealing with the railroad is.
Oh, yeah, they're fun to deal with.
We also have to insert some requirements into our contractor's liability so he has the right coverage while he's working there as well, so it may cost us a little bit there as well, probably will.
So they have to bore from Dakota Vinyl north?
Right,
Yeah, or vice versa, whichever way they.
yeah.
Yep.
Can Mays do that, or will it be somebody else? or-
No, whoever gets a job, they'll do it. It's not anything
Out of-
for them, other than that they gotta go 10 feet deep, which you got room, that ain't a problem either.
Okay, any other questions? Ready for a motion?
I'll move to, is it sign, authorize the mayor to sign? Is that
I think so, yes.
authorize the mayor to sign the license agreement for electrical supply line across and along railroad property with Burlington Railroad Company?
Second.
Motion is made and seconded that we authorize the mayor to sign an agreement for the license for the electric line supply across or along railway property with the Burlington Northern Railroad near the Dakota Final property on the west edge of Madison.
Mr. Mayor, that would also include the city attorney's recommendation to participate in their insurance.
Okay? Jen, do you have that?
Excuse me.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions or speaking? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. Motion is carried. New business number 5, consent to plat. Lot 3 of Block 2 of the Lakeview Industrial Park 15th Edition. Chad, I guess
I might actually defer to David if that's all
or
right.
David, whoever wants it.
I can start. Sayre had contacted us about this, bringing forth that this may be an item that is necessary because of some title matters that are being dealt with on a plat that had already been reviewed and approved by both the Planning Commission and the City Commission. And then as far as the instrument itself, this consent to plat, I would probably defer to David as to if any explanation is necessary on that. Or what it does, maybe.
Sure. I don't actually have a lot to add. There is apparently a platting inconsistency on plats showing who owns what. And therefore, Sayre approached the city saying, asking the city to please basically sign this consent to plat, the documents prepared by Sayre. I have reviewed it. We've also sent it to a title insurer to review. I don't think we've heard back at all. So this matter's just been within the city. But it doesn't bind the city to anything. It and Chad, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think all that we're indicating is that we're giving approval for property that we own to be platted.
Right, that we may have an interest in and may not have been actually transferred.
Yeah, we think it's property that the city may not actually own anymore, but it still shows that the city owns, and therefore to proceed, they're asking us as a potential interest holder in the property to sign a document allowing or consenting to the platting of the property. We think once the title deficiencies are worked out, the city won't even own it. But this is so the project can proceed.
Okay, any questions, comments?
There've been so many plats in the industrial park, that's kind of, this is kind of housekeeping. really.
It's a housekeeping matter.
There's no exchange of property
There is,
involved here.
we're not
Property is
exchanging.
already,
No,
No,
To
Take
our
care.
knowledge, we've already, it's,
yeah,
this is
part-
property we've already conveyed, that's right.
just another amen.
make a motion to consent to plat Lot 3 of Block 2 of the Lakeview Industrial Park, 15th edition.
Second.
okay, the motion is made and seconded that we authorize signing the consent to plat Lot 3 of Block 2 of the Lakeview Industrial Park, 15th edition. Any further questions or speaking? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. Motion is carried. New business number 6, a letter of support, the 2013 grant application, South Dakota Safe Routes to School program. I guess, Chad, we're back to you on this one.
Yes, the committee that Commissioner Delzer is on, and myself and Chuck Bulford, the Safe Routes to School Committee, those are the city folks, but also there's some folks from East River and St. Thomas School and Madison Central School District. We've been working with First District in preparing this grant application. When we first discussed this with the commission back when we established the committee back in October, and then there's been a bunch of work done to collect and accomplish surveys of the students, identify routes where there can be infrastructure improvements, sidewalk mainly, ramps, and such like that. And then the schools have also, and East River has also identified or documented the efforts that they will do or already do, and I refer to that as East River's safety program that they run with biking. And then, so this can be, the grant application is due to be submitted on Friday. The DOT staff person who works on this has come to our groups meeting, our Safe Routes to School Committee meetings twice, and talked to us about the process, educated us about the program, and so we've prepared this grant application. So this would be, the letter of support is something that we're asking for, but also an acknowledgement or approval to submit the grant application on behalf of the city. It will subsequently, there'll be, if awarded, there'll be an agreement. I believe it will be a three-way agreement, perhaps four, with Madison School District, St. Thomas, and the city where outlining of how the funds need to be spent and so on and so forth will be accomplished. It's 100% grant, and we have identified the areas, significant amount of the areas by the middle school where there's no sidewalks or ramps are missing or deficient, or there's no curb cuts and such like that. The leveraging funds which is a term that's used in this application in the DENR's vernacular, if you will. This would be coupled with our assessment program, and then the assessments on the landowners are also identified in the grant of what would be projected to be pursued for assessments, and those folks would, be much like have been assessed annually, would be pursued to assess that. So,
Chad, if our application is approved, will there be anything implemented in 2013, or is this for after 2013?
If approved, the school component will very likely be, you'll see some of that happening.
Implemented
in the
this-
fall of this year in the schools.
Okay.
But as far as the infrastructure side, we will not have, that will go through some design processes through the DOT. It's all required to go through their processes. And then the bidding process for construction to happen in 2014. And that, so that may
Sure.
work well with our city assessment program in 2014. I was gonna say something
Okay,
else about
thank
that,
you.
yeah.
Any comment, question? This is a letter of support for the grant application.
I'll move to authorize the mayor to sign the letter of support for the 2013 grant application, South Dakota Safe Route to School Program.
Second.
Okay, the motion is made and seconded. Do we authorize the mayor to sign the letter of support for the 2013 grant application, the South Dakota Safe Routes to School Program? Any further questions or speaking? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion, please say aye. Opposed, no. Motion is carried. New business number 7. We have several personnel recommendations. What are your wishes?
I would make a motion to approve the personnel as presented.
I'll second.
Motion is made and seconded that we approve the personnel recommendations as presented. Any questions or speaking to that motion? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. Motion is carried.
Jen, would you let the record show that I abstained from that vote? Due to relationships with one of the
I thought we
employees.
should have screened that one a little bit more.
I think I should talk to my kids more.
Yeah, I noticed something there. That completes the regular order of business for this meeting. We do have an executive session scheduled under South Dakota Code 1-25-2(3). Is there a motion to go into executive session?
So moved.
Second.
Motion is made and seconded to go into executive session. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, no. Motion is carried. Thank you.